sky, in the city of angels. Feels like I'm coming home, with my head up in the clouds. I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I hope you are having a wonderful night. I'm having a good night. It's been an interesting day. As you guys know, it snowed in Nashville. I'm sure it snowed everywhere, but we have been covered in snow. And then the second or third day, the sun came out and melted a bit, and then it turned into a solid sheet of ice. And so we've been kind of surrounded by ice, and schools were closed all last week, and then they were closed Monday, and then today they went to school 2 hours late. And so the way my usual day routine happens is I wake up with my wife because she wakes up to get ready for work, and then at, what is it, 7:20 my daughter gets picked up by the bus. So at 7:20 I go out, and about 7 o'clock we just kind of go sit on the front porch. I drink a cup of coffee with her, and then when we see the bus at the end of the road, then she runs to the other side of the road and gets on the bus. Okay. So that's usually my morning. And then my son doesn't go to school. He doesn't have to be at school till 8:30. So I drive him to school. So anyway, so I'm really not free in the morning until about 8:45, and then I start working. I work from home, so I can work from my office, or I can take meetings, in a parking lot somewhere, stuff like that. So, but when everybody goes to school 2 hours late, that means that today I wasn't free until about 10:45. I mean, I got work done, but before I had to take, had to do all the stuff with my kids, but I didn't really feel like my day started. I really don't feel like my day starts until the kids are dropped off. So today, I don't feel like my day started till about 10:45, and then the end of the day is the same. So, I got some work done. I built a little bit of a prototype. Then I had a meeting. Then I ordered something on Best Buy. I'm going to show you all the things I ordered tonight. And so I drove over to Best Buy, and then when I got back home, it was like time to pick my kids up. So I feel like today was rushed, even though I didn't really do anything different. It was just, I don't know, maybe it was a mental thing. But so tonight I'm going to kind of show you my new new vlogging rig and new video setup that it's just going to be my video setup for a while. And I'm just going to sell all my other cameras because I feel like this hashtag Best Buy haul video. Yep. This is my lookbook. What is happening? I feel like something's still on. But good news is my wife is going out to get us a family YMCA membership. So what that means is, and it's citywide. So what that means is I can go, not only can I go to the lake and work, I can go to the YMCA anywhere in Nashville and work. And they've got like desks, they've got Wi-Fi, they've got a lot of cool stuff going on. So I can go there, and then I can, like, if it's raining, I can walk around the track, get some work done, maybe talk to you guys a little bit. But I'm very excited about 2024, getting out of this office and going and doing something. I'm really excited for April, not because of South Florida Drone Meetup, but in April I will be getting a new vehicle, and I'm really thinking about getting a van to build a studio in. I really am. But yeah, so that's kind of what tonight's going to be about. It's not going to be super long. I don't have that much to talk about. I put a link to the I pinned a link in the chat. So if anybody wants to come in and hang out, you can. But I posted a video today. It's been a nightmare rendering that video. I think my Mac is having issues. So I'm planning on every year at this time I've got to like clean up my hard drives, because I've just having a YouTube channel and making videos all the time like really takes up some memory. So and I'm a hoarder. I'm the kind of person that doesn't throw things away, and I feel like I should make a video and then throw away the footage. You know what I mean? Instead of just holding on to this footage that I might like. I have an archive of every drone that I've ever. If I want to go find a video from the DJI Mavic Pro that I filmed 7 years ago, I have that. You know what I mean? So, and it might be kind of cool to just. I probably should have done that like in December, like a year in review, or maybe I'll do that for the birthday of the channel or something like that. I'll just go through and find old footage and make a new video from that old footage. But yeah, let's go through roll call before you guys are 20 minutes ahead of me. So Gary from Brant Aerials was first. Steve and Drones showed up second, and then Eat More Possum showed up third. So those are the top three of the night. And then Doug Mack was soon after that, looking for a greasy cheeseburger. If you're ever in Nashville, Fat Moe's has a greasy cheeseburger. But I think who has the greasiest cheeseburger is Five Guys. If you guys have a Five Guys where you're at, if you order the cheeseburger and eat it there, it's not crazy bad. But if you order it to go and then you get home, it's just a greasy, cheesy mess, like wrapped up in aluminum foil. Like the bun has like soaked all the grease through and all that kind of stuff. So, but if you're ever in Nashville, Fat Moe's is a good time. And there's a place in Murfreesboro called Big Daddy. I think it's Big Daddy Big Daddy Burger Bar. Not sure. It's a bar. But they have a cheeseburger with chicken fried bacon on it. Okay. So, you know, like a chicken fried steak? Is it chicken fried steak? Maybe it's country fried steak. But you take the same breading that you would bread a chicken breast with, but you do that to bacon. And then there's like 8 pieces on the burger. And what I do is like, I won't even get fries. I'll just get that burger, and then I'll take all the bacon and put it off to the side, and that'll be like my fries. And so I'll just eat like fried bacon, and then I'll eat that burger. It's such a good burger. It's probably a heart attack waiting to happen, but it's wonderful. All right, who else we got? Doug Mack. East Coast Thrills is in the house. What's up, man? Hope you're having a good night. Charles Galuski's in the house. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Always good to see Charles. East Coast Thrills put a bunch of emojis, but I can't see. I want to wait till it comes over on this screen. Looks like beer and streamers, maybe. So it's party time for East Coast Thrills. Appreciate the support. Telling everybody to thumbs up. Who else we got? Sunrise Water Media. Chris says, is the porta potty icicle free zone? I saw you comment on my icicles earlier. Yeah, I don't know why I put that in the video. It was just like, I wanted to put some B-roll, but I really didn't think about it. And those icicles were insane. And I don't know where they came from either. Like, you think of like icicles like hanging off your house. There's an entire roof of water that just slowly drips over an icicle that creates like the icicle. But that porta potty had a tiny little roof with not much water on it. So that had to be like the 8 inches of snow just kind of melted and all went down, all came down that point. Pretty impressive icicles for a porta potty. Jim's Droning's in the house. What's up, Jim? Happy Tuesday, Jim. Hope you're having a good night. East Coast says it's 70 degrees right now. It's 50 degrees here. Well, maybe 40 something now that the sun went down. But yeah, tonight we're going to do a Best Buy haul video, and I'm pretty excited about it because this is what I believe will be my minimal vlogging setup, but really high quality. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of I'm bringing my setup down to a minimalist setup, just so that I can get out and go places without having to lug around a huge, a huge container full of cameras and stuff like that. I want to just throw a backpack in the Jeep, go get some work done, go out and make a video. I've got a lot of tiny little cameras all over the place now, so I feel like I can really, really set up a good. I just need some more content on my channel. I don't want to buy things all the time and make one video about it and then it take 3 months to get $100 out of YouTube. Like, it's becoming more of a hassle than it needs to be. So I need to get out and this year is going to be fresh. It's going to be super fly. And I want you guys to come along on my super fly journey. Will you come with me on my super fly journey? So let's see who else is here. Already talked to Gary. Doug Mack we already talked to Doug. Doug's been here. Doug actually saw the Village People. So he got to see them perform YMCA in person. Doug asked if anybody ordered the Apple Vision Pro. I did not order the Apple Vision Pro. I feel like I get enough excitement out of my MetaQuest 3 that I don't need the Apple Vision Pro. Especially not at $3,500. So I did not. I know it's awesome. Every time Apple puts something out, I know it's awesome. I've never been disappointed by a product from Apple, but at this point in my life, like I'm trying to buy a van, and like $3,500 is pretty good down payment on a van. You know what I mean? Like, my priorities are not top of the line VR right now. I've got enough VR that I can go on Google Earth. I can go on Wonder and sit in the middle of Portugal and look around, or go to India, or all the places on Wonder. DOVR is starting to really, really step up. So I I have a ton of stuff that I can look at on my MetaQuest 3, and if it breaks down, I can afford another one. Whereas Vision Pros, I can't. My lifestyle is not that ritzy. Although I do spend thousands of dollars on cameras and drones all the time, so I get that. But so East Coast said progression of my flight skills. Yeah. So the plan is to take the Avata. So this is what I'm going to strip down to. I'm going to strip down to this camera that I'm about to show you. I also have like the Ace Pros and the Osmo Pocket 3. I've got the DJI microphones I'm going to show you tonight. And then I've got the Mavic 3 Classic. I also have the DJI Inspire 2, which I might do some, I might take that up in the air and do like some aerial 360 videos or something like that. But I don't know that I'm going to keep the Inspire 2. I'm still contemplating. So oh, yeah, we're talking about Five Guys. I was like, what is Chris talking about? That's funny. So Barkley corrected me. It's Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. I knew it was something about daddy and bar and burger. So thank you for fact checking me. If we ever go to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, you can fact check me, because that food is so good. So Eat More Possum says, back in the old days, when there was a snow day, we didn't have to work. Now we have to telecommunicate. Yesterday was an ice day. So yeah, now that I work from home, there's no excuse for me not to go to work. There's no excuse. The only way I get out of work is doctor's appointments, dental appointments. But honestly, I really don't. I do have a lot of mental breaks working from home. I don't have to commute. So I would spend a good hour and a half every day. I'm getting some dings, and I don't know what that is. This might be this. I'm going to turn this down. Either that or something's telling me it's still on. Sorry, squirrel. But yeah, like I don't have to commute to work anymore, which was some days was just full of anxiety, trying not to, everybody's selfish in Tennessee. Everybody that drives in traffic is selfish. And it's not as selfish as New York or Chicago or someplace like that, but there's a lot of people that just drive crazy in Nashville, and I don't have to deal with that anymore. When I go to lunch, like I can go at 11:30, just go get my lunch, bring it back. Like there's just a lot of stress that I don't have anymore because I work from home. But yeah. And then there's a lot of, like, I don't go to the break room, and people would ask me questions all the time. I would go to make coffee, and it'd take an hour for me to get back to my desk because people would stop me. I'm kind of a mentor when it comes to design at work. So we have a lot of developers that are stronger in development, but they don't have any design skills. And so they would stop me, and I would, tell them what they did wrong for the most part, but encourage them on, how to develop smarter and all that kind of stuff. And I'm one of the older guys, so I'm almost 50. And so when you've got a lot of developers that are in their 20s and 30s, I have a lot more experience just in life. And so I'm at the point, even with my YouTube channel, like I'm at the point where I'm giving advice more than I'm questioning things. You know what I mean? Like I feel very confident in my thought pattern at this point in life. Whereas, earlier in life, I was discovering things. So let's see who we got here. I like this. I missed this. Just 2 guys here. 3 of them froze to death. That's awesome. East Coast Thrill says Tony's Chicago Beef Company in Venice, Florida. The greasiest burgers, get a heart attack eaten. So, so it's Tony's Chicago Beef Company, and it's in Venice, Florida. Is that right? I did see one. There was a place, I don't know if it's out in California or where, but it was like the Heart Attack Cafe or something like that. And it was, I think it has like the super greasy burgers. But like Fat Mo's they've got a, I think it's a 2-pound burger. Maybe it's just a pound burger. I always get the Fat Mo combo, and it is a half-pound burger. And it is wonderful. And my son, that's mine and my son's favorite place to go. And it's super cheap. Like, well, maybe now that inflation has happened, maybe it's like that burger and fries is probably $10. But they fill like the entire styrofoam container with fries. It's not like you get like 15 fries like you do at a fast food restaurant. Like they make the burger. It's got like the burger's so big, it's got 2 pieces of cheese on it. It's so good. Might have to eat Fat Mo's tomorrow. No, I'm actually planning on going somewhere, so I might eat somewhere different tomorrow. How can I not comment on some nice icicles? Chris and them icicles. I guess you don't get icicles down where you're at very much. So Jim said it's 1 Celsius in the shade. Dang. So Charles said that I'm channeling Jimmy Snuka. I don't know who Jimmy Snuka is. I might have to look that up. Oh, Superfly. That's why you said it. Okay. I wasn't familiar with Jimmy Snuka, but I'm familiar with Superfly. That's awesome. Jimmy Snuka looks like Dwayne Johnson's father. It's not though. So East Coast is sitting on the back porch in shorts. I could have worn shorts today. It was a little chilly. It was a little brisk, and it was wet. Like it didn't really rain, but it kind of misted all day. So it was just cold enough to be irritating. You know what I mean? Jim's sitting there half naked. Oh. I can't get that out of my head. That's awesome. Yeah, that's TMI, Jen. TMI. Who else we got? It says there's 13 people in here. So East Coast says that he believes they have a heart attack restaurant in downtown Dallas. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's like if they have them several. Oh, you know where somewhere else that I had amazing cheeseburger was it's on my hat that I got from Gatlinburg, but it's the blonde guy that does like diners, drive-ins. I don't remember exactly what his name is right now. I can't think of it, but he has a place called Flavortown in Gatlinburg, and they had a really good cheeseburger. But it was kind of a frou-frou burger. Like it had, it was made by a chef, or designed by a chef. It was really good. Jim said Jack Astor's makes the best burger, what he calls a real burger. So Fat Mo's in Nashville is a fried burger. And then there's other places that make grilled burgers. I can't think of my favorite grilled burger though. If you're going to like a restaurant chain, I think Johnny Rockets has a really good burger. But it's like a diner style. It's more of like if you want really good fries and you want a good burger and maybe a chocolate malt or something like that. Johnny Rockets is a really nice atmosphere to get a burger. East Coast says there's a restaurant there called F Your Diet. That's funny. Yes, Guy. I think it's like Ferretti or something. But yeah, his name's Guy. All right, we're all caught up. There were 13 people in here, and I think I only said hi to like 6 people. So we probably got some trolls in the chat tonight. But that's okay. The Google search for Jimmy Snuka is bringing back a ton of memories for me. I was never really into wrestling, but I used to watch the Hulk Hogan cartoon when I was a kid. And so, like, there's Roddy Piper right here, Steamboat, Andre the Giant. Like, a lot of the people that were on that cartoon are here. And then the other thing that I remember from the 80s was there was the Goonies. Well, pretty much Cyndi Lauper videos. But Cyndi Lauper's video for the Goonies had a bunch of wrestlers in it. So Doug said Portillo's double cheese has the taste he loves. I'm not familiar with Portillo's, but any hamburger sounds wonderful to me. Yeah, this whole live stream has turned into a cheeseburger live stream. So maybe that will be the first vlog that I do. Maybe I'll go get a good cheeseburger and I'll just make a video about the cheeseburger in honor of tonight's discussion. So I got this water bottle and it's got a hole in the top that I can drink out of, but it also has a straw hole and I can drink like with a straw. But I feel like when I do it, it looks like I'm dipping. You know when people dip and then they spit? They like spit into their bottle. I feel like that's what I'm doing when I'm sucking on this thing. All right. So let's get into what I wanted to talk about tonight. Something that I might be doing on the channel. My logo has so many colors in it, it's really hard to make merch. So I might be trying to figure out how to minimize the colors. In my logo, I know my logo is never done. And I'm really happy with the way it looks. But it has too many colors according to like logo rules. So you think of like FedEx has like purple and orange, or like I don't know. I can't think of any other ones. But I watched 51 Drones, and I like whenever he changed his logo to the 5 and the 1. I really like the branding of his hat, of just that little, like, icon. So but anyway, so I might be changing that. I might simplify it to just the red and the blue, like red, white, and blue, and make the yellow kind of an accent at times. But there's a lot of powerful meaning to the colors that I chose. So I don't know. I'm on the fence there. But I look at like DJI and I look at Insta360, how like the logos are very good on their own, which my logo is pretty good on its own too. But anyway, so that just side note, squirrel. But I want to show you guys what I've got going on. And I'm going to turn this screen off because I'm getting distracted. I've got some unboxings to do this week. So I haven't taken any stickers off, so I got to put it back the way I got it and then do an unboxing so you guys can see what the unboxing. I haven't done an unboxing in a while. So I want to try to do an on location unboxing. But yeah, I want to show you guys what I've got going on. So this is, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to turn it that way. So this is the Sony FX30. And I've got a Tilta cage on it. I also have the DJI Mic 2 system on it. And I've got it on a DJI RS3 Mini. And I also have a little knob handle that is attached to the side of it. So I noticed in the video that I uploaded today that the camera was too close to my face. And so the lens that I was using only went to a 15 millimeter, which wasn't wide enough to be that close to my face. So you were like up in my beard. Like I noticed like nose hairs in that video and stuff like that. And I was like, that's too close to my face. But what I want to do is I want to have kind of a tiny little system that I can throw in my bag that I can put together fairly quickly. You know, I can use this camera in different scenarios, but ultimately use it like this, where I can put it on a gimbal. So I'm going to unlock it and I'm going to show you guys what's going on. So the only downside about the gimbal that I'm using, the Mini, is I love how tiny it is, but it doesn't have automatic locking that I'm so used to on the RS3. But yeah, I want to show you guys. This is kind of what it looks like right now. And I've got the USB-C from the Mini works perfectly with the Sony FX30. So I can control everything from these controls right here. So I can start and stop recording. I have a focus wheel right here. I'm going to do like autofocus for the most part, so I'm never really going to use this focus wheel. But there are some pretty awesome things that I can do. I don't know that I can show it to you. I need a platform. I want to move my I'm going to see if I can find a platform for this to sit on. Let's try this. Okay, this here scares me, but okay. So, there's a couple things that I can do that's really, really cool. One thing is I can hook it up to my phone and I can force mobile. And then wherever I move my phone, I don't know that I would ever do this, but I can control it with my phone or my iPad or whatever device that I hook this up to. So I just saw the whole box that it's sitting on move. So I'm going to stop that and I'm going to recenter it. So there's that. The other thing that I can do, which is pretty cool, is there's a lot of creative modes in the app. One is a panorama. I'm not going to show you the panorama right now because it took forever when I had it done. But what it does is kind of like old school. It can control the shutter on the camera, so I can take pictures, and it can actually capture a panorama for me if I want it to. But on like time lapse, I can create a time lapse if I want to. So this is one, and then two. I'm going to put two. I'm going to put two over here and up. Okay. And then I'm going to preview. So it's going to start here. And then it's going to control the camera while I take a time lapse. So I think it'll be really cool for like B-roll, where I'm at. The other thing that I did, the lens that I had was too close to my face. So it was a 15 millimeter lens. So what I did, the first part of my Best Buy try-on haul, no, just kidding, camera haul is this lens. So the lens is a, 11 millimeter. Let me see. I also have a virtual joystick on my phone, so I can move things over the way I want it. So let's see. Oh, I need. So this lens is it's got a f-stop of 1.8, which is a super fast f-stop. So it lets in a lot of light, and it's 11 millimeter. So, so that's pretty cool. The next thing I have with the DJI Mic 2 is I have two of these guys. So I can record me, I can do an interview with someone else, or I can set up one microphone for atmosphere, like put it on like a pole, like a telephone pole or whatever, and just capture ambiance. And then the other one can be on me and be noise canceling. And so I can record my voice, but also record like the river in the background or something like that. So I'm pretty excited about that whole system. The other thing that's pretty cool, the video that I uploaded today, I just used this mic. I didn't use the system because I didn't have it yet. I just got the system in. I think I got the system in today. But what I did here with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is I went into settings and I turned float recording on this microphone. And so if you don't want to purchase the entire DJI Mic 2 system, but you have like the Osmo Pocket 3, but you want to use a different camera, you can literally just use this as a field recorder. You don't need any other system. You don't need a camera that this transmits to. All of the, like, there's a big red record button on the side of each one of these units, and you can float record. And what float record means is it's basically just a recorder. And then you plug this into your computer, and it acts like a USB drive, and you just drag the audio file over. And so if you're familiar with syncing up audio, if you do like a 3 snap at the beginning, then all of that will work out. What else do I have? This gimbal, you can record sideways, but I don't really ever want to. I feel like it records big enough files for me to, if I want to put something up on TikTok or do a YouTube short, I feel like the quality is good enough to just move things over. So there's that. What else? So I bought this, you can't see it. So I bought this little knob, and I bought it. It fits on the side of this cage from Tilta that I bought. And I'll put this is probably as close as you guys can see it. But the Tilta cage, I got the titanium one because the camera is silver. So I thought it looked really, really cool. Oh, I know what. This is kind of gimbal one-on-ones, but I can adjust all of the different gimbal settings. But there's also a mode button. Oh, I just changed it to mode 2. So this is pan, tilt, follow. So if I turn it, it's going to make smooth movements. If I turn it, if I go down, it's going to go look up and down. So it's basically just all of the jerky little jittery moves that I make. It's going to go up and down. The other thing that I bought at Best Buy today is the Mini. I might have to return it because this button's kind of weird. But this is kind of selfie mode. So, and then this is FPV mode. So it basically just takes all of my movements and moves them slow. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then this is 3D roll mode. So I can do a little, that didn't work out. So I can do like a spin everything around. So the only downside about that is that the lens itself is not centered. So, and then you can customize things as well. So there's also a joystick, so I can follow along really, really slowly and do like a pan. What's up, Coast to Coast? Hope you're having a good night. So yeah, and then the other thing is right now it's like holding the horizon no matter where I go. So most of the time it'll be like this, but if you hold the trigger, then it didn't do a thing. So anyway, so that's my gimbal setup. But now I'm going to take it apart and I want to show you just kind of the camera setup that I've got going on. Let me turn it off. The other thing I like about what they've been doing lately, like my gimbal's off, but you can lock all the axes, and everything just kind of stays where it's supposed to. So I'm going to put that. We're done talking about that. There. All right. So now we just have the camera, and we have the DJI mic system on it. I'm going to leave the mic system over here. What's cool about this this cage is there's a cold shoe here, but there's also a cold shoe over here. So I've decided to leave the DJI mic system over there. That way I can bring the screen out and look at it if I need to. But with this camera system, the reason I got this cage is because this bottom mount is a Arca Swiss, and it is to the DJI spec. And so I thought I was just going to take the cage and put it on the Mini, and it was going to work. But that didn't work out. But I think it will work out on the RS3 Pro that I have. So if I ever want to, get really serious about it, then I'll do that. But so this is the camera at its, like, minus the like if I took this off, then it would be at the bare minimum kind of what I would walk around the zoo with or something. And then so this little side handle that I showed you that I have attached to the gimbal, it's a NATO rail, so I can slide it right off. And it goes here on the side. And what I like about it is, like, all of my controls are this side of the camera, and this just kind of gives me a little extra, another place to grip. A lot of people put their hand under the camera like this, but when you do this, it's pretty easy to make it, tip to one side. This camera has a level in it, so I can hold the camera. I'm doing it up like this. I wouldn't normally do it up like this, but if I hold the camera like this, then I can see kind of if I've got it level. So that's a side grip. And then I bought this mother. This is the coolest handle I've ever purchased. Um, and it slides onto the NATO rail on top. So this is my setup. So most of the time I'll be holding it like this, but I can also go kind of suitcase mode and get down low. And I can hold it like this. But it's a super light camera, but this camera records, it has a 6K sensor in it, and it records at 4K. So what that means is it will, it oversamples at 4K. So, so it's taking 6K amount of pixels and using all of that beautiful data information and converting it down to 4K. And it's very similar to what my Canon C100 did, where the downside of the Canon C100 was that it only shot 1080p. But the good part of that was it was using a 4K sensor to shoot 1080p. So the 1080p that came out of that camera was a lot better than some of the 4K footage that would come out of like a GoPro, or like these cameras can shoot 8K, which means that the 4K coming out of this camera looks amazing. It's oversampled unless you want to zoom in, and then you can actually zoom in on the sensor and not have a digital zoom. So that's the same concept. So I'm pretty excited about making videos with that setup. So what that means is I have a lot of cameras that I just want to sell. And I don't feel like I don't want to go through, I feel kind of lazy on that effort. But you know, maybe this is just the time to get everything done. I want to build a shed in the back so that I can put all the crap in the garage in the shed, and then that way I can put my van in the garage, and I can give my Jeep to my son. And so all that stuff's got to happen by April. So I don't know how far I will get into what I want to do, but yeah, so stay tuned to videos of me out and about making videos. So yeah. The other thing that really worked out this week was this little guy. I've shown it to you guys before, but this is the quick release for the Ace Pros. And the reason I bought the quick release is that you can pretty much attach it to any camera. So right now I have it on the bottom of the 1-inch Big Daddy 360. And that allows me to attach this camera onto the cage of that other camera. So I don't know that I would ever do it on the gimbal, because I can just see the gimbal freaking out and crashing my camera into the metal gimbal and stuff like that. But handheld or on a tripod, I think it'd be really great. And I might just attach the 360 camera to the side of the gimbal just to get some, some other views of what's going on. But yeah, so that is it for my new gimbal setup. Hope you guys like it. So let's go into the club and check out what we have going on there. I wish I would remember this setting. I always want to be there, but it never. Anyway, so I want to go back to. All right, I feel like we saw these. We might not have seen this one. This was 6 days ago. Let's go ahead and watch this one from Jim. That was a great video, Jim. I'm going to have to use that song. That was a good song. That will probably be on my channel soon. I really liked it. That's right up my alley. All right, here's one from Doug. I hope it's Epidemic Sound. I hope. was a beautiful sunset, Doug. I really, really like sunset videos. I think it's interesting whenever you're filming a sunset or sunrise, that it's all about your perception. Like if the sky is orange from the ground, sometimes the sky isn't orange when you look at it from, 200 feet in the air. Or like the golden hour is different in the sky than the golden hour is on the ground. If you've got like if the sun is here and you're like, you're on the ground, you don't see this, there's trees and buildings and stuff between you and the sun. But once you like lift your drone up in the air, you're kind of looking right at the sun, and all of a sudden you're not in the golden hour anymore. You gotta wait like another 15 minutes for the sun to go down for your drone to be in the golden hour. So I always love seeing sunrise and sunsets. What I like about your video, Doug, is the sun seems so far away. And I had a girlfriend one time she was a science major, and she would, we'd be driving and we'd see the moon. And, sometimes the moon looks huge, and then other times the moon looks really, really small. And she said that like the moon doesn't change size. It's your mind comparing it to things. So if the moon is pretty close to trees, then you're comparing that moon to the trees and it looks bigger. But if the moon is up in the sky and you're not comparing it to anything, like it looks a lot smaller. And I think where you're at, Doug, it's pretty flat as well. Like here in Nashville, we have hills everywhere. So just like seeing, like you can see for miles. This is, you can also do this in Texas. Like if you get your drone, up in the air in Texas, you can see for miles. Like I remember it was in Louisiana. I remember being in Louisiana and taking a bike ride, and I took a 10-mile bike ride, and I could see the end of my bike ride from the beginning. That's how flat it was. You couldn't do that in Nashville anywhere. Even the flat parts of Nashville have hills. So I think that's a beautiful video of like just being able to see very far. And you panned around, and every direction you looked was flat. So I thought that was pretty cool. Good video. So what is this? Oh, it's music. I couldn't even see it. So East Coast is Audi. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good week. So let's see what else we got. So it's been nasty weather in Connecticut. So Stephen Drones couldn't take the drone out this week. So he posted an old video, and I thought it'd be cool to see it. So this is with his old unique Q500. And I believe this is an osprey nest. All right, I wanted to pause this because Steve got an amazing view of this osprey nest. And so the video is entitled Osprey Gone. So this is a deserted osprey nest. But I think it's really cool that, as you guys know, birds, they eat seeds and then they poop out the seeds. And that's kind of how plants migrate, through birds pooping. And I think it's crazy that there is dirt up here. And I don't know if the dirt is from just kind of decaying sticks or whatever. Like this is like a natural compost pile, but there is grass growing on top of this telephone pole, thanks to this osprey. So I wanted to pause it right there. I thought that was really cool. I also wanted to pause this from, oh, that's a good point. Jim said that birds gather mud too. So there's a good chance that like mud was used to stick this nest together. That's a really good point. But I wanted to show you guys like to scale. Like if you think about like this bolt right here, and then like this is a telephone pole, and this nest is as big as the top of this pole. Like this is a huge nest, and ospreys are big birds. They're like, they're small dog size. So cool video. I love the trees on the ground too. The perspective, it's really cool. Peace out, Doug. Have a good night. The other thing I wanted to say about that video from Steve, the Q500 is not easy to keep in one spot. Like it's one of those drones that just kind of sways around. It's not very precise compared to a lot of the other drones. So the fact that he held the drone up in that same spot, didn't run it into those power lines. I mean, it was a good video. So it's 10 degrees. And that was 22nd. So this was yesterday. 10 degrees where Steve lives. So this is some pictures he took. Looks like a solid sheet of ice. So just some quickie photos from Steve on the snow. And the last thing we're going to do tonight, let's see if anybody's posted anything else. Yep. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to watch a video from Jim, and then we're going to call it a night. But Yeah, here's some Nevada action.
Teams north of us and west of us are getting all. Hi guys, we're out with the DJI Avata, and I think the temperature out here is like -7. We have our gloves on, got our toque on. There's not much snow on the ground. It was snowing this morning, but we didn't get much. It seems north of us and west of us are getting all the snow. Anyways, we're down at the park. We're gonna set up the Avata and just do a little bit of flying around in this park. Right now, we just want to take a quick walk down to the lake. I know the river has a layer of ice on it, and I'm just curious if there's any ice on the lake yet. I was down for a few days. I think I'm on the upscale, thanks to some lemon and honey and some Buckleys. Oh, it looks like we have lots of activity down here by the lake.
Awesome.
Lots of activity down by the lake.
Please tell me you're going to fly your Avata through all those birds.
Take a look, guys. This is the Canadian geese. And this is a lot of Canadian geese. We have some swans out there. The lake isn't
awesome.
frozen. I see some frozen spots out there. Yeah, I don't think this is Lake Ontario. I don't think she'll get froze right over. But anyways, we're gonna fly the Avata around here. Maybe we can get some footage of these guys. So let's head over to our bench. Yeah, I think this is as good a spot as any.
I think Jim's starting to like that flow transition.
With this kind of cold, I hope our camera stays functioning. You know, I only got this one pair of gloves on and I'm feeling the cold already. Now I checked my batteries before I left and the batteries seem kind of low. I didn't charge up anything, but because it's so cold, I just wanted to get out and just do a quick flight. So let's put that down there. Let's get the goggles out.
Just a reminder, this is the guy that said he was buck naked watching my show earlier.
I think we'll just do a little flight around here for now, just for starters, just to get things warmed up.
It harder to say goodbye. Your whirling hair and tender eyes makes me feel as cold as ice. Anyway, I say goodbye. In my dreams, we were meant to be. But everything feels wrong. it's hard to say goodbye. In my dreams, we were meant to be, but everything feels wrong. Just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right.
Terrorizing the geese.
I tried to see all different kinds of paths, but guess I must be blind. At last we say goodbye. In my dreams, we were meant to be, but everything feels wrong. Just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Just doesn't feel right. Just doesn't feel
Good video. That looked like a wonderful place to fly. I love how the Great Lakes look like the ocean. Like the lakes are so big that you can't see the other side. I lived in Chicago for a couple months when I was a missionary, and Lake Michigan was that same way. Like you felt like you were on the ocean. The thing with Chicago was that it was so windy in Chicago that the Lake Michigan was kind of wavy with the wind, and so there were like big chunks of ice on the side. So it was a lake, so it wasn't salt water, it was fresh water, and it was wavy, but it also had a lot of ice on the edges. So I used to love walking over Chicago at Lake Michigan in Chicago. Pretty cool. So Jim said on a clear day you can see New York. That's pretty crazy. So yeah. I thought we had a good show tonight. I see that we only got 5 people watching now, so people are starting to check out. I want to check out too. So yeah, hope you guys like the show. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you click on the like button. That really helps the channel out. It's about the only thing that helps the channel out now, is if you guys like me. Yeah, fly for fun, fly visual line of sight, and don't fly over anyone. See you guys next time from Steve and Drones. Have a wonderful week, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.